Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Q&A with Dr. Niki Davis. I'm Chandler Rosenberg, joined by Dr. Niki Davis. Welcome.
Thank you, Chandler. Always nice to see you.
Great to see you. Today, we've got a question about migraines. Can a plant-based diet be beneficial for those who experience migraine symptoms?
Okay, so a migraine. Definitely a plant-based diet can be beneficial for people with migraines. So if you want to talk about kind of some of the pain-safe, if you want to call them pain-safe foods or foods that seem to not trigger pretty much no one on getting a migraine, some of those foods are going to be plant foods. So rice, cooked vegetables, like cooked green, yellow, and orange vegetables, and then also cooked or dried non-citrus fruits. Some of the common food triggers, now there are other triggers out there that aren't food related, like bright lights or sounds, things like that. But when you're talking just food, some of the common triggers are dairy, chocolate, eggs, some citrus fruits, meat, wheat, nuts, and then some others can bother people like tomatoes, onions, corn, apples, and bananas. But I would say that some of those earlier ones like the dairy and the chocolate and the eggs and the meat seem to trigger more people. So one of the things I always recommend to my patients is to start a food journal and a migraine journal. So it's kind of the same thing. You want to write down everything that you're eating. And then you also want to write down whenever you have a headache, when it starts, when it stops, the severity of it, kind of some of the things that you're feeling and noticing. And then that way, after you've done that for a few weeks, depending on how often you get your migraines, you can look back and then see kind of what your common triggers are, because they're going to be different for everybody. So you want to look at the triggers so that you can see what's going to benefit you the most. But then if you're looking just generally with a plant-based diet, there has been research that's been done that shows that plant-based diets significantly reduce migraine pain. So if you're looking at making a lifestyle change to just decrease your migraines overall, absolutely changing to a plant-based diet has been shown to be beneficial for that. The other thing that I wanted to mention is that there actually was a really interesting study that was done that it was a double-blinded randomized controlled trial where they took participants with migraines and they gave them either Imitrex, which is a very common medication used for migraines, or powdered ginger. And they were given in a way that the patient didn't know what they were getting, whether it was the Imitrex or the powdered ginger. And what they found was that they were both just as effective. So if you're someone who's maybe used to taking something like an Imitrex for pain, you could talk with your physician about trying something like powdered ginger instead.
That's great. I've never heard about that before, the powdered ginger. I'll have to try that.
Yeah.
So much. We will see you next week. And if anyone has a question for Dr. Davis, please leave it in the comments below. Thank you.
Thank you.